build slowly. Red light stretching across the glass. Rush hour crawling, horns complaining. Everybody trying to get somewhere fast. The guy beside me looked exhausted, tired, loose, eyes tired, staring ahead. And for a second I wondered what battles were running circles through his head. 'Cause you never really know the story behind the faces passing by. The woman smiling in the checkout line, the man who always seems alright. Some folks carry storms in silence, some wear pain behind a grin, and some are fighting fights so heavy you never know they're in. Closed doors hide more than most of us know for sure. Everybody's stronger than they look sometimes. Everybody bends before they break. Hard days, long waits, and chances they still take. Yeah, the strongest people I've ever known never talked about being tough. Everybody's stronger than they look sometimes. And sometimes that's enough. My cousin beat an illness quietly, never posted once about the fight. Still showed up at every birthday party, still laughed through every night. Months later when he finally told us what he'd been carrying along, the whole room sat there speechless, wondering how we'd never known. But that's the thing about courage, it don't always make a sound. It ain't always charging into battle. Sometimes it's just sticking around, getting up, showing up, holding on when every part of you says quit. And somehow finding one more reason to keep walking through it. Deep scars leave marks, still don't stop hearts. Everybody's stronger than they look sometimes. Everybody's carrying unseen weight. Cold nights, steep clouds, and fears they never say. Yeah, resilience ain't a headline. Most of the time it happens quietly. Everybody's stronger than they look sometimes. That's what life's been showing me. Stand up one more day, hold on, find a way. Step slow, move through. You survive more than you knew. Everybody's stronger than they look sometimes. Maybe that's the thread we share. Good souls, rough roads, still finding reasons to care. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna test us all again, same as it always does. Everybody's stronger than they look sometimes. And thank God for that, because rain fades, green light, keep going tonight. The old clock above the counter started working. Years ago nobody fixed the thing. Still hangs there over the coffee machine, like time don't mean a thing. Every morning the same crew gathers, work boots, lunch pails, with a talk, trading stories, trading jokes, before heading out to clock in and walk. One guy's raising 3 grandkids now. One just beat cancer last spring. One lost his wife 2 winters back. Still shows up smiling through everything, and sitting there watching life unfold in a place most people drive right by. You start learning strength ain't loud most of the time. Quiet souls carry loads more than anybody knows. The strongest people rarely talk about it. They just keep showing up each day. Hard miles, tough trials, still finding a way. And resilience don't need a spotlight. It don't need applause to be true. The strongest people rarely talk about it. They just do what they gotta do. Last summer a storm rolled through town, took power lines and half the trees. Folks came out with chainsaws running, helping strangers clear debris. No meetings called, no plans written, nobody waiting for permission slips. Just neighbors helping neighbors, like that's how the world should work when it gets hit. Watching that change something in me, not all at once but little by little, made me realize most good things happen far away from the middle of social feeds and breaking headlines where bad news turns to live. Meanwhile, ordinary people everywhere keep choosing to give. Good hearts leave marks long after the dark. The strongest people rarely talk about it. They don't spend much time keeping score. Cold nights, steep climbs, still opening the door. Yeah, the world's held together mostly by folks nobody writes songs about. The strongest people rarely talk about it, but they're who I'm singing about now. No fame, no praise, just grace on display. No crown, no stage, just strength day to day. The strongest people rarely talk about it. Maybe that's what makes it real. Strong backs, soft hands, and hearts that still feel. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna need more people, exactly like the ones I know. The strongest people rarely talk about it, but they're the reason this whole thing goes. Coffee steam, sunrise glow, old clock still slow. Spent 15 years saying when things settle, when work slows down, when money's right, when the debt's gone, when the house is paid, when life gets easier to navigate. But every season brought a new reason, a fresh excuse wrapped up as a plan, till one day I caught myself waiting on a life I'd already had. Fast years, missed tears, old fears hiding underneath the ground, always looking at the next horizon, never seeing what was mine. And that's a costly way of living. You can lose a lot that way, always preparing for tomorrow, while today slips away. One day turns years without warning, it disappears. Don't spend your whole life waiting to start living. The clock don't pause while you decide. Good friend, warm hands are standing by your side. Yeah, the perfect moment never shows up. It ain't waiting down the road. Don't spend your whole life waiting to start living before the chance gets old. I never bought a fishing boat last summer, not fast, just enough to float. Took his grandson out every weekend, making memories worth more than gold. One evening he said, I almost waited till retirement came around, then laughed and pointed toward the water in the sunset settling down. Said half the folks I worked beside never made it to their plans. The truth landed heavy and honest, like a stone dropped in my hands. 'Cause tomorrow's never signed a contract, promising it'll arrive on cue. Sometimes the smartest thing you'll ever do is live while you still can do it too. Hold close what stays, most lives today. Don't spend your whole life waiting to start living, saving every good thing for later on. Long roads, fast years, and suddenly they're gone. Yeah, some days the worms just fooled a lot of people. I've been one of them before. Don't spend your whole life waiting to start living when life's already at the door. Woo! Call back, take trips, say yes more often than this. Laugh hard, stay late. Don't let your life wait. Don't spend your whole life waiting to start living. 'Cause the best days rarely give a warning sign. Blue skies, old ties, and people worth your time. Yeah, tomorrow's got enough attention. Tonight deserves some too. Don't spend your whole life waiting to start living. The life you're waiting for might already be you. Back porch, night breeze, right now, that's peace. kid at the register looked about 18. First week, nervous smile, counting change. Dropped a quarter, turned bright red, like the whole world changed. People waiting, line growing longer, pressure building on his face. I remember being that age myself, trying hard not to make mistakes. Funny thing about getting older, you stop expecting perfection so much. You start seeing pieces of yourself in strangers you barely know or touch. 'Cause we've all had shaky hands somewhere. We've all worn that worried look, standing in a moment that felt bigger than it actually was. Young hearts try hard, small slips hit hard. We're all carrying things nobody can see, private weights behind our eyes, long days, tough breaks hidden in disguise. Yeah, a little grace goes farther than most people realize. We're all carrying things nobody can see. That's why kindness matters sometimes. That's why kindness matters sometimes. Later on, I held the door for someone. He looked tired, clear to the bone. Coffee stain, wrinkled shirt, distant stare, like he was carrying the world alone. He stopped and said, "Thanks, I needed that," then laughed like he surprised himself. And somehow that simple sentence stayed with me all day afterward. Not because I changed his life forever, not because a miracle occurred, just proof that small moments matter more than we often give them credit for. A few kind words, a little patience, a chance for somebody to breathe. Sometimes the smallest things we offer become the things somebody needs. Small acts leave tracks, good hearts do that. We're all carrying things nobody can see, stories we don't speak out loud, past hurts, long work trying to make folks proud. Yeah, everybody's fighting something, at least that's what I found. We're all carrying things nobody can see, so maybe lead with kindness now. One smile, one word can matter more than hurt. One pause, one hand can help someone stand. We're all carrying things nobody can see. That's a truth that ages well. Good souls, rough roads, and stories they don't tell. Yeah, the world gets lighter sometimes when we help each other through. We're all carrying things nobody can see, and somebody's probably helping you too. Store lights, late shift, small grace, big gift. Waitress handed back my change this morning, said haven't seen you here in weeks. I left and told her life's been running a little faster than nightlight late. Deadlines, sidelines, late nights, stacking higher every day. Always chasing what comes next, while today's slipping away. Pulled out my phone to check my schedule, 3 meetings before 10:30. Then caught my reflection in the window, looking tired all over again. That's when it hit me kinda sideways, like a truth I'd always known. I've been treating every good day lately like a stepping stone. Next time, next goal. Meanwhile, life rolls. I don't wanna rush through the good part, waiting on a better day to come. Blue skies, free time, and people that I love. Yeah, I spent enough years believing happiness was somewhere down the road. I don't wanna rush through the good part just to get somewhere I don't know. That evening we sat out on the patio, neighbors laughing across the fence, kids chasing fireflies through the yard like time had no consequence. Cold drinks, warm breeze, old songs, drifting softly through the dark. And for once I wasn't thinking about tomorrow after dark. No breakthroughs, no big announcements, no lottery tickets to cash in. Just a regular night doing regular things with regular people I was with. And somehow it felt richer than 100 goals I've chased before. 'Cause maybe life's not hiding in achievements, maybe it's moments like these we're working for. Hold still, stay here, this one's worth years. I don't wanna rush through the good part, trying to live 3 months ahead. Fast plans, long scams, running circles in my head. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna come regardless, same as it always does. I don't wanna rush through the good part when the good part might be this one. Slow down, look close, good things need those small laughs, night air, some wealth, lives there. I don't wanna rush through the good part, 'cause one day this'll all be gone. These nights, these lights, the people leaning on. Yeah, someday I'll probably miss this evening more than I can understand right now. I don't wanna rush through the good part, so I'm learning not to now. Back porch, moonlight, good